Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston, and I'm not going to try to waste too much of your time. Everything that you've seen on my channel, all the links that I've left, things are accelerating exponentially more than we could ever have imagined. I prepare, you should prepare too, period. Use this website, use this link, save some money. They get it to your door in 2 days, free shipping over 99 bucks, and all the food's literally legit. Over the next couple of weeks, I'll be living off it out of my truck. And there's that. Free shipping, 99 bucks. It helps me, it helps you, and they don't give your information away to anybody voluntarily at all. So there's that. Through the control of Hollywood, television is on in every house. Telling people you don't have a television freaks them out. Television and the 1,000 channels does many, many things. First of all, on its face, it starts things like trigger words. It pushes things like the LGBTQ agenda. It pushes transgenderism. It puts ideas into people's heads. They came up with all these channels so there'll always be somebody that you can relate to tell you what you should think. Never before in history did this even exist. And all the generations coming up now, they don't even know that. They don't even know a world without the internet. They don't get it. You see what I mean? So it was absolutely diabolical. And Jews run Hollywood. They say it all the time. I've told you before. Back in the old days, actors, people that we consider celebrities, stars, they were on the same level as carnies. They were people that couldn't be trusted. And so many people, Beyonce, Johnny Depp, have come forward saying that they conjure up the person that they're playing. They use black magic. Speaking of black magic, these are all over the United States. You ever notice Satan, the power of the air? That every single one of those structures is shaped exactly like a Baphomet. Now, I've looked at that. They're all over the place, coast to coast, carrying electricity, powers, and principalities. And that isn't the most efficient design before someone starts quacking that one up at me. Just FYI. Beyonce, Johnny Depp, Britney Spears, they all promote the Kabbalah. They've all openly said that they've conjured up the spirit to play the part. Do you see what I mean? Television, the movies, all that stuff is predictive programming, and it pushes you to cognitive dissonance. It's bad. And then, when the government was so nice about giving everyone a free cable box if they couldn't afford the new digital one, I've shown you the patents ad nauseum. Televisions, computer screens, using the colors, the frequencies, the pulses, they can and do entrance people. They draw people in where they can't look away. Old people, elderly people, and children are the most susceptible. And look at who owns Big Pharma, speaking of old people and elderly and children. Big Pharma is owned by the same people that own the Federal Reserve, the same people that own Hollywood, the same people that own the music industry, and the same people that own the United States government and most governments of the world. It's a fact. You need to understand this. It isn't anti-Semitic. If I was anti-Semitic, why would I always be standing up for the poor Palestinians that are getting their land destroyed and ripped away from them with zero recourse and nobody cares? They're Semitic. Do you see what I mean? I'm not the far right. I'm not the far left. I don't go for that paradigm. The left and right, It's a made-up creation. It's the same wings of one bird, period. It's old news. These people own the Federal Reserve. And most Americans don't even know that. How's that big sun thing over my shoulder suddenly? That's crazy, right? Is what it is. They own the Federal Reserve. They devalue the dollar. They make it so that you have to work more and more and more and more and more to buy the same things or buy the next big thing. Because using television, using commercials and advertising, 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗍𝗍, they've turned Americans into people that need everything. They need the newest, latest. We're paying $4,000 for a laptop and $1,500 for a cell phone. How come when they first came out they were free? Just like drugs. You can't say it, you can't, just like drugs. When they first came out, they were affordable. Now that you're hooked on them, the price is off the hook. But it doesn't make any difference because the dollar that you're using isn't worth anything anymore. It's worth 97 cents less. The $1 is worth 97 cents less than when I was a child. That's a problem. That's a problem. We invade Iraq. For 13, 14 years, we kill over 1 million people, and gas prices quadruple. The second largest producer of oil on earth, and now we have it. Gas prices quadruple. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going? It isn't being anti-Semitic. I put a video up on my BitChute account, Richie from Boston on BitChute. Been there for years. First comment, boom! Richie from Boston, I didn't know you were anti-Semitic. Well then, you don't know what anti-Semitic means. It's an automatic trap door that pops up right away. And we've got them on video numerous times saying that's exactly what they use. The most anti-Semitic people on earth right now are the people occupying Israel and taking over Palestine. Palestinians are Semitic. You see what I mean? If Israel can successfully spy on America, you don't think they can successfully spy on the people they have a giant steel and concrete wall around? They're in an open-air prison. And whenever Israel feels like it, they shoot white phosphorus or whatever their newest weapon may be. And no one says anything. So know that before you judge. If America was a Bible-believing, God-fearing country, I would understand why they stood with Israel. But they're not. They simply listen to the propaganda that repealing the Smith-Mundt Act allows the mainstream to push on the American people, and they believe it. They repealed the law that the government put in place that didn't let the government use propaganda against Americans. They repealed that years ago, and nobody cares. You think that was nothing? All right, the sun over my shoulder is starting to piss me off. Look at this. This looks awesome. The sun's going to go down in 10 minutes, and finally there's a slight break in the clouds. I love this crap, and I really tried to do a good job videotaping it for you guys, even though I was working on my truck almost every single solitary day. What are you gonna do? I just remind myself that I love doing this before I start getting mad and throwing things around. You should too. Or don't. I'm out.